Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brothers and sisters, let me ask you something very simple, yet very deep. Why is it that sometimes, despite working hard, despite planning everything, our life feels stuck? Why do some homes feel heavy, restless, filled with unseen tension? And on the other hand, why do some people with fewer resources live with so much peace, clarity, and barakah? The answer is closer than we think. It is the Qur'an. And within it, there is a surah that carries a special kind of barakah. A surah our beloved Prophet ﷺ himself highlighted. A surah that is not just to be read, but to be lived. That surah is Surah Al-Baqarah. My brothers and sisters, the Qur'an is entirely filled with barakah. Every letter you recite brings reward. Every ayah brings light. But Surah Al-Baqarah is something else. Our Prophet ﷺ described it as barakah itself. Not just a source of blessings, but a generator of blessings. Imagine this. You bring something into your life that doesn't just benefit you once, but keeps producing goodness again and again. That is Surah Al-Baqarah. There is a powerful narration that when Surah Al-Baqarah is recited in a home, the shayateen, the jinn, the unseen negative forces, they run away. Yes, they don't stay. They don't linger. They don't whisper. They leave. So, if your home feels heavy, if there is constant conflict, anxiety, unexplained stress, ask yourself honestly, when was the last time Surah Al-Baqarah was recited in that space? But let me take this deeper. Surah Al-Baqarah is not just protection, it is also a mirror for every believer. When you begin to recite it regularly, you will notice something very interesting. It starts showing you, your weaknesses, your habits, your intentions, your sincerity. Not to shame you, but to refine you. Because Allah does not expose your flaws to break you. He shows them to elevate you. Many people say, I started reading Surah Al-Baqarah and suddenly I became more aware of my mistakes. That is not a coincidence. That is transformation. And here is the beautiful part. If you stay consistent, if you keep reciting even when it feels long, even when it feels difficult, slowly things begin to change. Problems that felt permanent start to ease. Doors that seemed closed begin to open. Work that was stuck starts moving again. And most importantly, your heart finds peace. Not temporary peace, not distraction, but a deep, quiet calm that settles inside your soul. This is barakah. Barakah is not always more money. It is not always more success. Sometimes barakah is less stress, more clarity, and a heart that is content with Allah. My dear brothers and sisters, we live in a time where we are constantly busy, constantly distracted, constantly chasing things that don't truly fulfill us. But the Qur'an, especially Surah Al-Baqarah, calls us back to reflection, back to purpose, back to ourselves. So I want to leave you with something practical. Start small. If you cannot recite the whole surah in one sitting, divide it. Read a portion daily. Make it a habit in your home. Play its recitation. Listen attentively. Engage with it. Let it become part of your environment, your routine, your life. And then watch, not instantly, but gradually, how Allah places barakah in your time, in your relationships, in your rizq, and in your heart. Because when the Qur'an enters your life, chaos begins to leave. May Allah make us among those who live by His book, not just read it. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.